Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Now, one of the significant components of rabbit farm expenditure is the feeds that the rabbits are going to be eating on the farm. And if you start your farming venture when you're not ready for this, it can cause a lot of uncomfort, and sometimes it can even lead to you closing your farm because you're not prepared for this. Remember, when you bring rabbits on the farm, they will need to eat. So the feeds that they are going to feed on have to be there already on the farm before you start making any money or doing anything on the farm. So this is a challenging aspect when it comes to rabbit farming, and it is why I've made this video. And in this video, we are going to be looking at how you can be able to make your rabbit feed at home. So this is going to save you a lot of money if you don't have a significant amount of money when you're just starting out. So guys, in this video we shall explore the art of creating nutritious and balanced diet feeds using readily available ingredients. So guys, make sure that you watch this video from start to end, as it will help you understand how to formulate rabbit feeds at home, and this can lead to healthier and happier rabbits, and it can also save you a lot of money on the farm. So guys, let's dive into it. So guys, here we shall cover everything from understanding the rabbit nutritional needs to formulating homestead rabbit feeds. So now guys, before we start making rabbit feed, it is crucial to understand the nutritional needs of these rabbits. So guys, rabbits are herbivores with a complex dietary needs. Now, their diet should consist mainly of fiber-rich hay, then supplemented with fresh vegetables, high-quality pellets, and some leafy green grass. So now guys, in this video, we are going to be learning on how we can be able to produce this at home. So guys, fiber is the cornerstone of rabbit diet. For you to be able to make any feed, you should know that fiber should consist 80% or more of rabbit diet, because fiber is very crucial when it comes to the health and growth of these rabbits. So maintaining the digestive health and preventing issues like bloat, hay types like Timothy hay, orchard grass hay are very excellent when it comes to being a source of this fiber. But also remember, protein is necessary for muscle development and the overall health of these rabbits. So however, rabbits require a lower protein level compared to other animals. So high quality grass hay and fresh greens provide sufficient protein for most rabbits. So your rabbit diet should be a combination of hay, fresh green grass, and some pellets. Then when you're looking at the diet of the rabbit, vitamin and minerals such as vitamin A, vitamin D, calcium, phosphorus are also essential for various physiological functions. So fresh vegetables and commercial rabbit pellets are good sources of these nutrients. Now guys, let's understand the rabbit nutritional needs. Let's explore some common ingredients for homestead rabbit feeds. The first we are going to look at is the grains. Now, whole grains like the oats and wheat provide energy and some protein. So guys, you should avoid processed grains with added sugars or preservatives. These will not be good for making good feeds for your rabbits. So make sure that you're concentrating on these natural grains that you get at home, maybe from the garden. Then also we have legumes. So these are the dried peas, the beans. These are rich in proteins, as we all know, and these can be included in smaller quantities. Remember, we said rabbits need a little bit of proteins, but they do not need this protein in high quantities. Then of course we have the vegetables. So here we have the leafy green grass, the root vegetables, the herbs. These are excellent sources of vitamins and minerals. So you should include a variety of vegetables to ensure a balanced diet to these rabbits. Then we shall have, of course, the supplements. Now here, this is where we shall have the commercial rabbit pellets. These can provide essential nutrients that may be lacking in the homemade feeds. So you can integrate in some few commercial pellets. So here I would advise you to look for pellets with high fiber content and minimal fillers. So these are the common ingredients that you're going to need to be able to make these homemade feeds for your rabbits. So remember, I said 1, you need grains. 2nd, you need some legumes, you need some vegetables, then you need these supplements to be able to supplement. But we are saying for these supplements, only get these supplements that have a high fiber content but minimal fillers. Now, as I already told you, when sourcing for these ingredients, opt for organic options whenever it is possible. Purchase grains and legumes in bulk to save money and reduce packaging waste. So make sure that you buy these grains in bulk, or if you have your grains from home, from your garden, you can be able to use that grain. Now guys, what is important is balancing homemade rabbit feed requires careful consideration of ingredient ratios. So you should be knowing how you're going to mix these feeds together. So you should aim for a diet that consists of approximately 70 to 80% hay. As I already told you, that rabbit feed should be 80% hay, then 10 to 15% fresh vegetables. The veggies should be 10 to 15%, then 5 to 10% of grains, and the 5% will be pellets or supplement. So those are the ratios you're going to use to be able to make these homemade feeds for your rabbit. Hay should be 80%. The vegetables should be 10 to 15%. The grains 5 to 10%, and the 5 should be pellets or supplements. So now if I were to make here a homemade rabbit feed, I will have 80% of Timothy hay. Then I will add a 15%, let me say, of curry green grass. Then I can add a 10% of whole oats. Then 5% of pellet. Now that will be my complete rabbit feed in that ratio of these ingredients. So homemade rabbit feed offers several benefits. These include the freshness, that these feeds are fresh because you have just made them from home. It offers a variety because now you have mixed different kinds of ingredients. And by the way, you can use different kinds of hay. You can use Timothy hay, you can use orchard grass hay, depending on what you want. And then here you have the control over the ingredients in these feeds. Because if you buy these feeds that are processed elsewhere, you may not know the mixture or the ratios of these ingredients, but here you have control over the ingredients. So by making feeds at home, you can ensure that your rabbits receive the highest quality nutrition tailored or customized to their specific needs. So this is the whole essence of making your feeds at home, is that you're going to make this feed specifically for your rabbits. You're not giving your rabbits the feed that is general to all kinds of rabbits. So here you're going to make this feed keeping in mind the purpose why you're raising these rabbits. So now guys, let's go through a step-by-step process of how you can create a homemade rabbit pellet. So we are going to explore this process step by step. Now for this one, you're going to need a pellet mill or a pellet press, which can be purchased online, or you can rent it from another farmer or from an agricultural supply store. Anywhere you can get it, you're going to need a pellet mill or a pellet press. Additionally, you will need a variety of ingredients, including the grain, the legume, and the supplement. So these are the things that you will need before you can make a homemade rabbit pellet. So now you will start by grinding the grains and the legumes into a coarse powder using a grain mill or a food processor. So you're going to grind the grains and the legumes into a powder. After you have grinded them, you're going to combine the ground ingredients in the desired ratios along with any supplements or additives. So now you're going to mix what you have crushed with these other ingredients in their ratios that you want to mix them. Now after this, you're going to feed the mixed ingredient into the pellet mill and press to form a uniform pellet for the desired size. Then after, you're going to allow the freshly pressed pellet to dry thoroughly to reduce the moisture content and prevent spoilage. And this is very important. You have to dry it and make sure that it does not have that moisture, because that moisture can cause problems when the rabbits eat that pellet with moisture, but it will also spoil the pellet within a short period of time. So your pellet will start to rot. And you don't want that. So you will have to dry it and make sure that it does not have any moisture within it. Then you will have to store the homemade pellet in a cool, dry place, maybe in a container, to maintain its freshness. Do not keep this pellet in a place that is not dry, that is not clean. It is going to contaminate it. Properly stored pellet can last for several months, but it is best that you make this pellet in small bunches to ensure that it is consumed within a short period of time. It doesn't overstay for a long period of time. Now, in addition to homemade feeds, it is essential to provide your rabbits with supplemental nutrients to meet their dietary requirement. So these rabbits will need supplementary nutrients, and these nutrients are like vitamins, so you will need to add in some vitamin supplements, and this is specifically for vitamin A, D and E. So you will have to add these vitamins within your homemade feeds to ensure adequate intake of these vitamins to the rabbits. Then you also need some mineral supplements. These minerals, we are talking about things like calcium, potassium, phosphorus. These are essential for bone health and they should be included in the diet, especially for breeding those and the growing baby rabbits. So you will need these minerals like calcium, potassium and phosphorus. So make sure that you include it in your homemade feeds. The other ones, we have the probiotics. These supplements can promote the gut health and the digestion, and this is particularly or most common in the times of stress or illness for these rabbits. So if you have them, you can as well add these supplements to your homemade feed. Now guys, before I end this video, I'm going to address some common concerns related to making rabbit feed at home. It is not all rosy. There are some challenges that you may encounter or that may arise when you make your rabbit feed at home. The first one is going to be the nutritional balance. One concern is ensuring that the homemade feed provides all the necessary nutrients in the right proportions. So you may find that maybe you did not mix the ingredients very well. The rabbit diet is not balanced. So this can be one of the drawbacks of making your rabbit feed at home. But to address this, it is essential to use a variety of ingredients and supplements. So you follow the recommended ratios and then you periodically assess your rabbit's health and condition. So this can be able to remedy this. Another big concern is going to be whether homemade feeds are cost effective compared to the commercial options. So while there may be initial investment in equipment and bulk ingredient purchases, remember you have to buy the grains. If you don't have them, you have to buy the machines to be able to crush the grain. So there is some initial costs that are involved, so which means that this home feed can be more costly when you're purchasing these things, but you can be able to mitigate this if you have your own grains at home, maybe from your garden. If you have your grass that you grow at home, you can be able to make this without incurring these costs of purchasing these materials. You can be able to hire these machines and you'll be able to mitigate that. Then we shall look at the digestibility. Some rabbit owners may worry about how digestible these rabbit feeds made at home are compared to these commercial ones they buy from maybe the store. So to enhance this, you should ensure that the grains and the legumes that you use, they are properly crushed or ground before feeding them to your rabbits. Additionally, offering a variety of fiber sources such as different types of hay and fresh vegetables can promote healthy digestion of these homemade feeds. Then the other thing will be the time and the effort. You see, making homemade feeds may require more time and effort initially, including sourcing of ingredients, preparing the recipes. So some rabbit owners may find this process rewarding or time consuming, but also this can provide that sense of engagement to the farmer in that you are in control of what your rabbits are feeding on. So guys, what I can tell you is making rabbit feeds at home is a rewarding endeavor and process that allows you to provide your rabbits with a nutritious and balanced diet tailored to the specific needs of your rabbits. By understanding the rabbit nutritional requirement, sourcing quality ingredients, and experimenting with homemade recipes, you can promote the health and well-being of your rabbits while fostering a deeper connection with them. So guys, with this you can be able to save a bit of money, and you also be able to provide adequate feeds to your rabbits and they will grow healthy. So guys, if you have liked this video, please like the video, share it, subscribe to our channel so that you never miss on any content when we upload. And guys, if you have any other question or topic that you would love us to cover, please leave it within the comment section below. And guys, as always, I will see you in the next video.